What's going on, everybody? I'm going to take you through a week's worth of price action this past week, the week of March 24th through the 28th of the DOTS bias indicator, specifically the one dot entry function, just to show you that a very simple strategy based on the DOTS indicator. How it has a positive expectancy, and I'll show you the results of that one setup, just trading that one setup, that one punch, how it was profitable in the month of March. So I'm going to start with Monday. This is not even market replay. So basically the setup is when the dots are all green, you are bullish biased. You take the first close of when the dots are all green on the 1 minute candle, you take you buy the first close. Jesus, I don't know why I can't speak. You buy the close of the 1 minute bar in the direction of the bias, and then you use the ATR to inform your stop and target. And I wish I did this ahead of time, but not the case. So we'll just do. So you can see the market opens 9:30. First column of all green dots. You're long. Let's do 30 and 30. I'm not sure what the ATR was at the time. Seems about right. So you enter. So you're up +1 for the day to start the week, and that's that. And you can see the basic function of the indicator is you just want to know the likelihood of short-term price action. So when the dots are green, price is likely to go higher. Can you identify an entry function in conjunction with the bullish bias? And that's basically the whole point of the indicator. You can see the dots reset, and if you were flat or didn't take anything here, the next one dot entry function would be buying the close of the first column of green dots. So right here, you're buying the close. You can target this high, and that's how it works. So Monday was +1R. And I stop if I'm up +1R or if down -2R. And that way I preserve capital and don't tilt and all that good stuff. So the next day, Tuesday. So this was a day I actually had a max loss day on my own personal trading, but I'll show you why. If you have discretion, you can override the dots, but I can also show you how simply just trading the one dot entry function over time is profitable. So market opens up right here at 9:30. Right here, we get a one dot entry function to the bearish side. So I took this setup and I took a loss. But if you use discretion, and nobody's perfect in trading. So this blue line is the VWAP. So you can see on the signal, the entry signal, the 1 minute, I want to see displacement through a previous low, or in this case the VWAP. The fact that we wicked this, this should have been a pass on discretion. Just the one dot entry function in like an automated fashion, this would be a take, and I'm gonna mark this as a loss. But I took this. You want to see kind of like this. So this was a second instance of bearish dots. I like the fact that price displaced through the VWAP. We closed below this low. And right here, it was just a setup that did not work. So these two setups, letter of the law, so you are down 2R. And you're done for the day. And I was. And you can see again, price trades into the VWAP. And again, so this is kind of to my point. So -2, this would have been -3R. And how many times does this happen where you just want to trade bigger size, move stops, you want to tilt? But so I was done by the day right here, and sit in the corner of the classroom with the dunce cap on. But these are technically setups. In real time, in real life, I was down 2R, and the system would be down 2R. So that's minus 1. So plus 1, yeah. So minus 1R after Tuesday, and 2 quick stop outs at the beginning of the day. And you can see the play out. The fact that price action was disjointed from the dots, and when this happens, you can see price folds back on itself and folds back on itself. Not really an ideal day, which happens sometimes. The dots and the market aren't correlated. So this day, you can see that there was a move higher in the afternoon by the close, but I was done for the day. So minus 1R going into Wednesday. So we go into Wednesday. Pretty simple day here, you can see. So market opens. We come back to the VWAP, which you like to see. Dots turn red. You're shorting the 1 dot entry function. We'll just use 36 points, that's fine. So 1R. So you're back to flat for the week. And again, bearish dots, price action corresponds. Bearish dots, price action goes down. So if anything, if you miss this move, don't try to buy a reversal. Don't try to interpret a market structure shift and just go long. The dots are red. You're either short or you're flat. So again, right here, dots are red. You're either short or you're flat. Don't try to buy that. Over time, it'll wreck you. Can you catch a bottom or a top here and there? Yes. But over time, it'll wreck you. So you can see price continues lower. But we're up 1R, so who cares? So going into Thursday, this is Thursday. This is the open. Dots turn red, 1 dot entry function. So you're selling the close of the 1 minute bar of the first column of all red dots. Boom. So you're up 1R, you're done for the day. You can see price ends up flipping green, holds the VWAP, and we go higher. So what does this mean? Again, dots are green. Don't short. Look for your long entry function. So Thursday on the week, we're up 1R. Is that awesome when you see Twitter traders get 4R, 10R trades? Just think to yourself, were you up on the week or down on the week? If you're down on the week, you'd love a week that is up 1R, 2R. You spread across a bunch of different prop firm accounts, that adds up. So then we go to Friday. The system itself is up 1R on the week. So so this is Friday, the open. I'll explain the difference between the automated 1 dot strat and using the discretion I should have used on Tuesday or Wednesday when we couldn't displace below the VWAP. So you can see here we had a swing low. Price comes down to that swing low in conjunction with a 1 dot entry function, and it could not displace that swing low. When I look at this, I think if there's a 1 dot entry function, I don't anticipate it to work. So this is an automated strat. You eat this for a loss, so -1. If you're using discretion, yesterday I passed on this, but then I ended up taking this one. So the automated strat, down 1R, dots flip red. You're selling the close of the first column of all red dots. So that works. You're flat on the day. So again, dots are all red. Look for your short setup. Don't try to fade this. Don't try to fade this. Don't try to fade this. Right here, ICT trader. Oh, look, could be a market structure shift. Dots are all red. Don't try to fade it. Don't try to fade it. So I don't trade during lunch. So this right here would be a new dot setup at lunch. I wouldn't have. I'm not sure if this would have worked or not. If that would have been a stop out, but so dots get mixed. And then 330, a sell of the closure of all red dots, and so you're up 1R. So 2R on the week, all things considered. Is that incredible? No, but you're playing the long game. So this is that 1 dot strat. So it's up 11R with a 67% win rate. Again, is that incredible? No, like when you're seeing 1 dot, or when you're seeing Twitter users post like 11R in one trade and 4x or whatever. But if you just think about it, if you're flat or you're down on the week or the month, hell yeah, you'd want 11R. And I have like a very rough spreadsheet here. So these different columns are, if you have different prop accounts. So this is one prop account. So 1R is 400, 2R, 400, and then it's like one account, 2 accounts, 3 accounts, 4 accounts, 5 accounts. So 11R over 5 accounts is 22 grand. Cut that in half if your R is 200, 11 grand. That's awesome. So this shit adds up. It's slow and steady. It's a positive expectancy system. I personally use other entry functions, but I'm just trying to show what is possible simply just trading on the right side of the market, which I would posit the bias indicator does, or it helps you with. There's some guys in the room who are starting to see some success. Of course, if you've been following me, the first person I showed the DOTS system to is up over 300 grand, which sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but he has 25 accounts over like Apex and My Funded Futures, and he's just looking to keep building that size. He just bought a house in Florida, a second house, as a rental property for college tuition for his kids. So it's possible. Is it sexy? No, but who gives a shit? So plus 2R on the week, all things considered. It's better than being down. It's better than being flat. So again, thank you for watching. Feel free to join the Discord. 7-day free trial for the dots, which is what I use to base my trades off of. 7-day free trial for the indicator. Link in bio, and realize it might not be for everybody, but if it's for you, we'd love to have you. Ask some questions, have access to me, access to the $350,000 dude. Yeah, we'd love to see you. So thanks a lot. Thanks for listening.